Most business owners are broke, not because they're bad at what they do, not because they don't work hard enough, and definitely not because they picked the wrong industry. They're broke because they think like broke people. They want the result without the process. They want the body without the gym. They want the business without paying the price. And the craziest part, they don't even realize that they're doing it. Today, I'm going to show you the single mindset shift that separates business owners who build real wealth from the ones who stay stuck on the hamster wheel forever. This is the difference between 7-figure home service businesses and everybody else. So pay attention. Here's what most business owners believe. They believe that if they just find the right marketing channel, the right agency, the right hack, everything will click into place. They'll flip a switch and suddenly the phone starts ringing, money's flowing, problem solved. And I get it, because that's what they've been told. Every marketing agency, every guru, every ad in your Facebook feed is selling you the same fantasy. 30 leads in 30 days guaranteed. First page of Google in 90 days or your money back. We'll flood your calendar with appointments. It sounds great and it's a complete lie. Not because marketing doesn't work, it absolutely does. It's the most important lever in your business. The lie is in the timeline. The lie is that there's some shortcut that lets you skip all the hard parts. Let me tell you something that nobody in marketing wants to admit. If it were possible to just start running ads tomorrow and make $1 million, everybody would do it. Every single person. The reason everyone isn't rich isn't because they don't know the secret. It's because they're not willing to pay the price. And the price isn't just money, it's time, it's patience, it's pain, it's commitment. I call it the tuition tax. Every business pays a tuition to the game. When you start a new marketing channel, whether it's Google Ads, SEO, Facebook, whatever you're doing, you're not buying results, you're buying education. You're paying to learn what works and what doesn't in your specific market for your specific business with that specific offer that you have. Even if you hire the most experienced marketing team in the world, I'm talking about agencies like us who have spent millions of dollars across hundreds of accounts, they will tell you the exact same thing. There's no skipping the learning phase. Experience compresses it. Good strategy accelerates it, but you cannot eliminate it. Let me give you a real example. Let's say you just start running Google Ads for your roofing company. Day 1, you spend money, no leads yet. Day 7, you get some leads, but you're busy, so you don't call them back for a few hours. Some of them went with someone else. Day 14, you've got leads coming in, but your sales guy is quoting prices over the phone and getting rejected. Day 21, you spent a few $1,000s, you've closed one job. And you look at the numbers and you think, this just doesn't work. But here's what you completely missed. In those 21 days, you learned that your speed to lead is broken. You learned that your sales process needs work. You learned which keywords are bringing in tire kickers versus real buyers. That's not failure. That's tuition. You have to go through this phase. The ads might be working perfectly. It's everything downstream that's broken. And you would have never discovered that without spending the money to generate the leads that exposed the problem. This is the part that broke business owners don't understand. They look at the first month, say, I spent $3,000 and only made $5,000. That's not good enough. And they quit. Seen it a million times. Meanwhile, the owner who sticks with it, learns from the data, they fix their follow-up, they train their sales team, they dial in their targeting. By month 6, they're spending the same $3,000 and making $15,000. By month 12, they've built an entire machine. Same starting point, completely different outcomes. And the only difference was patience. Let me explain why. Mathematically, you will always be negative at the start of a new marketing channel. This isn't optional, it's just the math. When you start running paid advertising, money goes out immediately. Day 1, you're spending, but the money just doesn't come back immediately. First, you have to generate the lead. Then the lead has to enter into your sales process. Then you have to book the appointment. Then you have to show up, give the estimate, and close the deal. Then you have to schedule the work, do the job, and collect payment. That cycle from first click to cash in your bank can easily take 30, 60, even 90 days. Meanwhile, every day you're spending more money on ads. More leads are entering the pipeline. More jobs are being quoted, but the revenue from those jobs just hasn't hit yet. So what does that look like on paper? Month 1, you're in the red. You've spent money and closed maybe 1 or 2 jobs. You're underwater. Month 2, you're still in the red, but revenue's starting to catch up. The jobs you sold in month 1 are getting completed and they're starting to get paid. Month 3, you might be break even. Maybe you're slightly profitable. And this is where most business owners quit. Right at the moment, everything they invested is about to start compounding. They've paid all the tuition, learned the lessons, built all the momentum, and they walk away right before graduation. This is like training for a marathon, getting to mile 20, and then going home because your feet hurt. The finish line was 6 miles away. You just couldn't see it. Now, I know some of you are watching this and thinking, okay, I get it. I need to be patient, but how do I know if I'm being patient on the right things? And that's a totally fair question, because patience on a broken strategy is just stupidity. The key is knowing what to focus on at each stage of your business. The moves you need to make at $300,000 are different from the moves at $1 million, which are different from the moves at 5 million. So I actually mapped this out. I created a free guide called the $10 million home service scaling roadmap. It breaks down the exact next moves you need to make across your marketing, your sales, fulfillment, operations, depending on where you are right now. If you want it, I'll link it in the description below. It's completely free. Grab it, use it, and stop guessing about what to do next. Okay, let's keep going. I want to paint you a picture of what happens to the business owner who doesn't get this, because I've seen it many times. They start Google ads. After 60 days, they're not seeing the ROI they expected. They quit. Then they try Facebook ads. After 45 days, the leads seem low quality, so they quit. They hire a lead gen company. After 2 months, the leads aren't exclusive and they're tired of competing on price, so they quit. They try SEO. After 3 months, they're not ranking yet, so they quit. 2 years later, they spent $50,000 across 5 channels and have absolutely nothing to show for it. No momentum, no machine, no asset. Just a pile of receipts and a whole hell of a lot of frustration. And the worst part, they've convinced themselves that marketing doesn't work for their business, that their market's different, that customers in their area only care about price. All of that's bullshit. What's true is they've never stayed long enough on any single channel to get past the tuition phase. They kept starting over at zero. Every time they switched, they threw away all the data, all the learning, all the optimization. They paid tuition and then dropped out before they got the degree. Now compare that to the owner who commits. The owner who picks one channel, let's say Google Ads, and they commit to it for 12 months, not 60 days. They're all in 12 months, no matter what. They want to nail this down. They want to make money. Month 1 and 2, they're learning. They're negative. They're frustrated. Don't get me wrong. You're going to be frustrated, but they expected this. Month 3 and month 4, they're starting to see some patterns. They know which keywords convert. They fix their speed to lead. Their cost per acquisition starting to drop. And month 6, they're profitable, baby. The machine is starting to hum. Month 9, they're scaling. They're spending more because they know every dollar returns 3. Month 12, they have an asset, a predictable, optimized, scalable customer acquisition machine that prints money while they sleep. Same starting point as the person who hops from channel to channel, but a completely different result. And the only difference was commitment. Here's the analogy that makes this click for most people. Imagine someone who wants to get in shape. They join a gym in January. They work out for 3 weeks. They don't have a six-pack yet, so they quit. They try a new diet in March. They do it for 2 weeks. They haven't lost 30 pounds yet. They quit. They hire a personal trainer in May. After a month, they're sore, tired, and the scale hasn't moved much. They quit. By December, they spent thousands of dollars on gym memberships, supplements, trainers, and programs, and they're in the exact same shape that they were in January. Now, you would look at that person and think, that's ridiculous. Everyone knows you can't get fit in 3 weeks. It takes months of consistent effort. You're right. It is ridiculous. But that's exactly what most business owners do with their marketing. They expect to see a six-pack after one workout. They expect to lose 50 pounds while still eating pizza every night and skipping leg day. It doesn't work that way. It has never worked that way, and no amount of wishing or complaining or blaming the gym is going to change the fundamental reality. Results require time, period. The person who shows up consistently for 12 months will always beat the person who shows up intensely for 12 days. Always. Here's what most people miss about long-term commitment. The results, they don't grow linearly. They compound. Think about compound interest. If you put money in an investment account and leave it alone, the growth in year 1 it's pretty small. Year 2, it's a little bit bigger. Year 5, it's noticeably bigger. Year 10 is dramatically bigger. The same principle applies to marketing. When you commit to a channel for 12 months, you're not just getting 12 months of results. You're getting the compounding effect of 12 months of optimization. Every month, your targeting gets better. Every month, your ad copy gets refined. Every month, your sales process gets tighter. Every month, your cost per acquisition drops. Month 1, you spend $3,000 and make $5,000. Okay. Month 6, you spend $3,000 and make $10,000. Better. Month 12, you spend $5,000 and make $25,000. Now you have a real machine. And the business owner who quit at month 2, they never got to see what was possible. They jumped off the rocket ship before it cleared the launch pad. This is why the rich get richer. It's not because they have some secret. It's because they understand compounding. They have the patience to let it work. Most people want the month 12 result with 2-month effort. That's not how the game works. So what separates these winners from everybody else? It's not intelligence. It's not luck. It's not even resources. It's the way they think about time. Broke business owners think in days. They want to see results today, this week, this month. Wealthy business owners think in years. They make decisions based on where they want to be in 12 months, 24 months, 36 months. When a wealthy business owner starts a new marketing channel, they don't ask, what will this do for me this month? They ask, what will this look like in a year if I commit to this fully? That one question, it changes everything. Because when you're playing a 12-month game, a bad first month does not matter. It's just data. It's just learning. It's part of the process. When you're playing a 30-day game, a bad first month is a catastrophe. It's a failure. It's a reason to quit. Same reality, completely different interpretation. The 7-figure owners I work with, the ones doing 10 million, 20 million, 40 million dollars a year, they all share this trait. They're playing a longer game than everyone else. They've been in business long enough to know that there's no magic pill. There's no secret hack. There's no shortcut that lets you skip the work. The only thing that works is showing up day after day, month after month, and doing the boring stuff consistently. That's the secret. So let me ask you a question. When you started your business, did you expect to be profitable and make $1 million in 30 days? Of course not. You knew it would take years to build something real. You accepted that. You committed to it. So why do you expect your marketing to be any different? Why do you give a marketing channel 60 days to prove itself when you gave your business 3 years? Marketing is a part of your business. Maybe the most important part. It deserves the same long-term commitment you gave to learning your trade, building your reputation, and developing your craft. If you want to build a real business, a business that generates predictable revenue, a business that runs without you, a business that someone would actually want to buy, you have to stop thinking like a gambler and start thinking like an investor. Gamblers want to win big today. Investors, they want to compound over time. Gamblers are chasing hot streaks. Investors are building systems. Gamblers go broke. Investors get rich. Which one are you? Here's the bottom line. The reason most business owners stay broke isn't because they picked the wrong marketing channel. It isn't because they got unlucky. It isn't because their market is too competitive. It's because they're too impatient to let anything work. They want the reward without the process. They want the destination without the journey. They want the abs without the gym. And every time they quit too early, they reset back to zero. They pay the tuition again and again without ever getting a degree. The fix is simple, even if it isn't easy. Pick a strategy, commit to it for 12 months, stop looking for shortcuts, let the compound effect do its work. Do that and you'll be in a completely different position a year from now. Keep hopping from channel to channel looking for instant results and you'll be exactly where you are today and probably worse. The choice is yours. Now, if you're serious about this, if you're ready to stop guessing and start building a real marketing machine, I want to help you. I mentioned it earlier, the free guide, the $10 million home service scaling roadmap. It breaks down exactly what you should be focusing on. If you're a person who's serious and is ready to commit to 12 months, once the outcome is willing to do what it takes, I want to work with you. Scroll down to the link in the description, schedule a call with my team. Let's look at where you're at and lay out a game plan to get you exactly to where you want to be. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video.